They cannot be contained. Except by camera issues.
So, I was going to do the whole Irenicus speech, and then I realized that my camera was off. Or not, my camera was on the desk. Whoops. How's it going? God, the voice actor who did Irenicus is too good. I need to... David Warner is, sadly, was god tier actor. Okay? Just gonna say. That's all I'm saying. Just like, holy shit. I don't know anything about them other than I've seen them in several movies, and the Irenicus voice acting was so good. And let's go. Okay, anyway. I didn't check the Discord to see if there's an update to the patch, so we're going to check that. Still hunting for that. You'll get there eventually. How far in are you now? No update, we're all set. We can swap this over to live scene. And I'm trying to remember, because I think I got my first one, I think probably around that level, right? The first was the first immunity item I got that axe? Or was it the build? I don't remember. It's not danger, right? It's dungeon. Tuesday in the middle of the night. Yes, that sounds about right. Let's go. Alright. So, when last we left off, we had actually cleared through a pretty good portion of this dungeon, and we're making very, very solid progress. We don't have to worry about getting dispelled out here unless we already have liches aggroed, which that might be a lich. So we have preservation, right? We need to recast. Let's recast all of our buffs at max power. Actually, I've been casting them at max power because I very sensibly and not accidentally left my buffing item on because I knew I was going to be recasting it constantly. That is not cope. That is true. And that is done. Cast this. Cast. We can actually, let's check on this. So someone was asking yesterday, was that yesterday? Someone was asking yesterday, is there even a benefit to casting Day of the Gods? To which I said, probably. And did some vague finger math on it. Without even using my fingers, actually. So we have 76 light magic right now. Let's see here. Oh, you haven't found an unconsciousness item either. Oof. Well, if unconsciousness bypasses projection for magic, so if you don't even have that by 137, that's really scary. So I think that most of our skills here are 36. They give 3 to whatever their stat is. And this gives 20 plus 2 per skill. So in order for the others to catch up, they need to be at least 50% higher plus 7. So if they're 50%... That's right. they need to be within 50% plus. Is that it? Sorry, I did the math wrong. This can only be 50% higher. But then we need an extra 7. Is it 50? This can be 50% higher. I don't know. This can be 50% higher plus 7. That's what I think it is. Minus 7? It might need to be minus 7. I might need to subtract the 7 out. The important thing is that we have 70 some light magic. That's plenty. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the math is. And it doesn't matter that I can't do the math in my head right now because something has gone terribly wrong. Something has gone terribly wrong with my head. Don't worry about it. We're just vibing. What did I have as a helmet on this character? Was I using this? Because I don't see another hat. Okay. That's fine. We're going to equip this. And we're going to pull the Swifty over here. Hey, we got a Swifty over here. That is actually really dangerous. This thing's hitting like a truck. And it's barely injured. Okay, never mind. We're not fighting a boss by brute forcing it, no matter how weak I think that these things are generally. Ooh, that's an issue. Let's go over here, maybe? Nope, that didn't help. Alright, we're gonna go over here. The Swifty, I think, just wandered off. But they're coming back, so that's good. Can I go here? Yes. Nope. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the Swifty, but the Swifty is knocking on me. Oh, shit, no, wait, the Swifty's here. Okay, never mind. So one of the other ones... Unless there's two? I just need to block some of its projectiles. I don't need to block all of them. Though it looks like I actually got in a position where I can block all of them, so we're all set. Whew. Alright, we got a cloak. And I have interesting news that I don't know is going to be relevant to our interests in the near future. It's certainly relevant to my interests, but I don't know if in practice I'm going to do anything with this information, which is the Elden Ring expansion just came out, I think. And I'd love to dig back into Elden Ring, but I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. Honestly, I could end up doing the Severia run that I was going to do a billion years ago. That could be fun. I still haven't actually fought Millennia again. Like, I've never, like, gone back to Millennia. I didn't really like the design of the boss. And so I just never went back to it. I mean, I like the boss design in the sense that she's a very cool boss. But, like, the one attack that she has that's, like, basically an automatic kill unless you do a very arcane series of gestures, I was not a fan of. Apparently they nerfed her at some point, but I don't really like memorization bosses, or Capcom bosses as they refer to them. But she's not really a Capcom boss. That's very unfair. But it's unfair to Millennia, not unfair to Capcom. But yeah, anyway, so that came out. I'll probably play it at some point. I don't know if I'm going to play it soon or not, honestly, because I just have other stuff going on. So, but we'll probably get around to it. I'll probably be finishing up Final Fantasy 12 before I finish up, before I start up Elden Ring again. I really like those games, but like the other thing is that like an expansion for Elden Ring isn't really like the kind of thing that I like. I don't even know what to do with that because of the way that I play them. So, let's see. But yeah, that's. I can't imagine being that high level, like being that far in, and not having access to any, like even unconsciousness stuff on a solo character. That's so rough. Especially a solo melee character. Like that's a truly cursed situation to be in. Because at that point, basically everything has procs, right? Let's see. You know, I'm realizing that we're almost done with Might Magic 6. We've almost finished up the Might Magic 6 portion of the run. We have this area to clear, and this is probably one of the most dangerous sections of the run, not just this section, but of the run as a whole. Is it 3 o'clock or something? Probably. Yeah, there's no way that my haste is working off. That would be total madness. Oh shit. There's a bunch of liches here. Like, there's no shot that I'm gonna run into a situation where my haste wears off and people get weak in Darkmoor. You know? Like, that doesn't seem like a likely event. Oh shit, there they are. Found them. Where are you? Did you wander out of the fire there? So we're gonna burn through the liches that are in this ooh, hello. Hardest part is 7. Hard to say. Let's see. It's my assumption that the more early game areas are going to be fine. Get behind a corner here, actually. I need to figure out where that lich went. The early game areas I'm not anticipating being that hard. They are going to get, like, escalated up to a high level, but I do think that it's going to be the higher level areas that are harder. Even though the bolster difference... Basically, as I go through, I'm presumably going to be sort of catching up to the bolster in level. Because they aren't going to keep accelerating in level outside of their normal escalation, right? Oh, is this why I was taking so much damage? No, right? This wasn't even in the pack. Let's see. Oh, shit. I'm taking way too much damage. Oh, there's so many there. Okay. Well, that explains a lot. We've killed a decent number of these things. We've killed a decent number of the liches. I haven't had anybody cast anything too major on me. Where are you? Is this the lich right here? I might want to go burn that witch. I just don't want to go anywhere while this exploding evil eye is here. So let's kill this. So we're going to take out this exploding evil eye. Then we'll clear whatever's left in this little section here. I'm going to go ahead and cast this. And the thing that I keep thinking about is Tunnels to Eofall, but I think that Tunnels to Eofall, it should be fairly simple to make the behemoths like a less dangerous factor because of the fact that they tend to get stuck in the terrain. So because they get stuck in the terrain, it takes something that is, in theory, a very, very dangerous area and makes it substantially less so because there's just a lot of places to, maneuver them. Now, you could say the same of this place to a degree. Like, obviously I'm having a much easier time because I'm able to use these corners. But Eofall kind of does it for free, whereas I have to actually set up the corners in this. So there might be some sections of Eofall that are hard, but I don't really know. Actually, what might be the hardest thing is the Titan Stronghold, now that I think about it. Because I don't know how strong the Sparks is going to be. But under normal circumstances, that Sparks is extremely deadly. And one of the things that's interesting about those Titans is that when you're flying around fighting Titans on the world map, you don't have to worry about their Sparks. Their Sparks can't hit you because you're too high up in the air. But you're grounded while you're in that dungeon. So it actually might still be an extremely difficult dungeon to clear. Even with all the tools that I'll have available to me from like a fully late game party, as opposed to, I believe Avli is a pretty significant like limiting point in terms of like until you do Avli, you are blocked off from doing quite a bit of stuff. Like you can't get the promotion quest for the archers done, and there's other stuff there as well that so in a normal run you're weaker when you get there than you'd want to be. But I don't really know. It's hard to say. Like, Might and Magic 7 doesn't have a lot of places that I really consider that threatening. It's possible. I could see the Necromancer areas going two ways. The Necromancer areas could be fun. Or they could be, like, game-breakingly difficult, right? Like, they could be either one of those things. The fact that they're going to be casting Shrapnel and casting Pain Reflection is, obviously concerning, right? They're like, they've got obvious things going for them in terms of making things hard. So it's possible that that'll be really hard. It's possible that it won't be that hard. Oh, right, this is a fucking boss. Why would I do this to myself? Okay, we need to not take 3 boss hits at a time. Instead, we'll just take 2 continuously, even though we're far enough away to only take 1. Okay. Unfortunately, it moved away. Since it moved away... thrashing me. Nope. Goddamn. Nope, got the stun. Okay, we have another one here that we can burn through. Man, that thing is really causing problems for me. Okay, went around a corner. We can try this corner. Oh, we can't try this corner. Like, I don't think I can just brute force this. The triple shots are too strong for me Force, I think. This is only hitting me with 2 of them, I think. I'm running out of mana. Oh, we're okay. We got the stun. So that gave us a lot of leeway to get some more mana back. Okay, we're fine. Alright, so what are the other options for things that are going to really cause problems for me? I don't know. I don't remember. Oh, no. You know what it's going to be? The thing that it's going to be is actually going to be the... Oh, wait. Do I allow myself to do that? If I'm going light side, then I don't have to... Then I don't have to worry about the... clearing the... that light dungeon. So, because the Halls of Light or whatever it is... The dungeon where you're not supposed to kill anything when you go in there for the light quest. That dungeon, Halls of Mist, that place is really hard to do a full clear on because there's just so many enemies. Like, you're basically just supposed to cast Invis. Like, that's the answer to the dungeon is invisibility. We've got this in melee now. Okay. Unfortunately, did we lose? We lost the boss.
No space.
Which I guess makes sense. The boss swapped itself back to its original position, so it really didn't move toward me that much. Okay, can I get far enough away to save around here? Yes, I can. Alright, so we're going to finish clearing this exterior. There's quite a few bosses here, and then we'll move on. But yeah, Halls of Mist would be difficult if I had to clear it, but I don't actually have to clear it because I'm specifically told not to. Oh, the game just crashed. Well. Interesting. Ain't it great that we just saved? Like, 2 seconds ago, we saved, and then the game crashes. Timely. Do I have perception? I have 10 expert perception on you. Alright.
Won't fit.
Okay, I think perception is shared between the party. I'm pretty sure that it's shared between the party, because... So what is that? When I walked on that... When I walk in certain places... Boom! I think it still still shows the effect though with protection for magic. Like it should still show the visual even if you block it, I think. Fuck. I got hit by the swamp. Ooh, this is gonna be rough. I'm just, oh man, this is actually really, really rough. I don't know how I'm gonna deal with a swapper here. A swapper with triple shot. I have one strategy that I know will work. I'm not doing the strategy that I know will work, to be clear. Not yet. I might have to resort to the strategy that I know will work. That's a concern. Please. Stop. Where the fuck am I now? Oh, Jesus! it swapped itself into a completely different group and then swapped me into that group. Like, rather than swapping with me, it swapped itself with a different evil eye. Terrifying. Right, we're gonna go over here. We have seen a polar recently. We saw a polar on one of our attempts in here, and it obliterated us. It was a polar Cuisinart. We saw it very briefly. Where is the boss? I guess it swapped itself somewhere else. It swapped all the way back to here? In theory, this thing is alone right now. This swapper is such a troll. Like, what the hell, man? Alright, we're gonna go save. But yeah, we've seen a polar very briefly. It ended very badly for us. I think actually the last 2 or 3 times that we've seen polars, they've just killed me so quick, like at the start of a dungeon, that I never ended up having to fight them because I just died and then, you know, it was over. This is not the swapper. It swapped with a random other enemy again! Right, this time it swapped with me. I got too close. I can't leave. I can't get out of here, so... I guess this is my life now. Actually, I can leave because it swapped itself with a random mob again, so maybe I can get far enough away that I only have to deal with this pack. The swapper is the bane of my... Where did you... How did you... How are you swapping me from... Oh, you're over there. Okay. God. There's so many evil eyes in this pack. Oh, God. Okay, well, one of them's dead. Okay. It's right here. Right? Okay.
Won't fit.
It's just sitting there at full HP again. Look, this is fine. Everything about this is fine. As time passes, I'm getting more and more tempted to do the thing that I know will work. I think it's following me. No. Okay, it's now aggroed. It will hopefully not shoot me. Okay. I think we're actually okay here. So I think the reason that it was doing the weird swap thing is it's trying to swap directly into me. It's too big to fit in the slot, so it's swapping with another enemy and then going back to its original location. So as long as I can fight it solo, which I seem to be able to do, we should be able to clear this and move on with our life. There we go.
This is good.
And that's Fired Body and of Doom. I like the of Doom component of this. And one of the affixes can be fairly easily swapped. So I'll take it. Alright, so we've cleared one more there. Now we just need to pull this pack. I think we have all our bar buffs still. We don't actually have Immolation. I should cast Immolation. Yeah, there's only 300 more enemies. Sorry, no, excuse me. There's a lot more than 300 enemies. There's 300 more of these Beholders, and then we have about 1,000 other enemies. This is not hyperbole, these are the real numbers in the zone. I would never hyperbolize. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna... Because of the fact that this one is just reflecting, I don't need to worry about the swaps. I can just pull all the other ones, and then hopefully... Ooh, that's concern. That did a lot of damage very quickly. Why are you doing so much damage? I don't know why this is hitting so hard. I feel like you shouldn't be hitting this hard. The swapper wasn't hitting it this hard. Why do you feel the need to hit so much harder than the swapper? This is my question to you. You sit there and think about what you did. Wait, I don't have regen on the whole party? God damn it. It's probably fine. This isn't a swapper, so I should be able to fight it here without too much difficulty. There you go. Stream. Yes, it's time to start stream. Monsters are weakened and can no longer resurrect. Once I told you 1,000,000 times. So true, so true. Exactly 1,000,000 times I have been told not to exaggerate. Let's see here. You know what? I'm realizing that, funnily enough, I feel like it might even be an exaggeration to say that I've been told one time by chat not to exaggerate. I feel like it might have happened at some point over the years that I've been streaming, but I actually suspect that it has not. And that's including all of chat, not just, you know, one person. That's like, actually... One there might be an exaggeration. Or am I exaggerating how rare it is? Dun dun dun. You know, I also haven't played Alan Wake 2. That's not for stream though, so I don't have to worry about that. I never got around to playing the second Alan Wake game. That's a game that I'm gonna play at some point with some of my friends in the OG streaming environment. We've actually been getting back into having the, you know, semi-regular hangouts with people where they where we do like a horror game together, which is nice. We did Homebody, and Homebody was a great game. That was such a fun experience. To go into blind with like a group of friends, that was so good. We would basically like swap off like control periodically, depending on how our individual cowardices were handling the given, you know, thing that was going on. Super great. You know, it turns out that was a lot of Evil Eyes. It turns out. So we've got how many bosses here? Oh, that's just
It won't hurt us.
it won't hurt us.
Ow!
You know? That right there is famous last words. Almost only slightly more famous than it can't hurt us.
Won't fit.
We're all set. So killed the big group of beholder bosses here. Not bosses, but the big group of top tiers right at the beginning there. It's really tempting to try to do something like super clever here, to get like this whole pack pulled at once, but I don't think it's probably worth it. Though it might be, you know, it might. I could see a world where it's valuable. I don't think we live in that world, but we're not going to pull them to here because that would be silly. Instead, we're going to pull them upstairs. And this might just work well. Like, this might be just a really comfortable place to fight all of these. This, by the way, is the thing that I was saying I know will work, is using this corner. I knew that this would, I'd be able to make this work for that swapper in some way. So, this is the strategy that I was like, yeah, this will work. I'm pretty confident. And I am wondering if I want to keep clearing these now rather than clear out the middle area first, because of the fact that I'd be able to save more frequently, but I think that would be a huge waste of time. Like, I'm sure I'm going to waste time traveling a bit further to save than I otherwise would have to, because I can't be too close to the middle. But, oh wait, you can summon multiple enemies with one. Okay, this is a concern. It can summon multiple enemies with a single attack because it has multiple projectiles. Oh shit, I fell down. Okay, it doesn't matter. This is just... This is just the summons. Okay, so the summoner ran away. Yeah, the triple summoner. The triple shot summoner is a very cool thing to have. So which one are you? It's funny when things have like a name that includes like an adjective in it, where it's like, oh, it's an evil eye, and then it's like, oh, it's a normal evil eye. It's not like a evil eye with an adjective. It's like, well, actually, no, it does have evil in it already. Actually, you already have. It is already not normal. If it was normal. If it was normal, it would just be an eye, and we wouldn't be fighting it because it would just be lying on the ground or something. Or preferably in someone's head. It is also funny how, like, certain phrases, like the evil eye, is like an expression to refer to like cursing someone or something like that. So, like, it sounds kind of cool to call your thing the evil eye, but also it's literally just an evil eye. And that's just a very funny thing because it's a fucking eye, my dude. Like, evil eye? What, like, evil pinky toe? Like, what are we doing here? Like, what is this naming convention? And it's like, oh yeah, well, it's because the evil eye is actually, like, a thing we already associate with, you know, darkness and bad shit. So it works, and it's like, okay, yeah, it works. It works, but it's really funny that it works. We can all admit that it's funny, right? Oh shit, I just aggroed all the mobs down there. All I wanted to do... Ooh, that's a problem. I don't know how big a problem I just caused for myself. Trying to make this summoner more manageable. But I think the answer is more than I think. I'm going to start recasting stuff. Because that's a preservation. Is it less silly if in Hebrew if you don't already like get that it's supposed to be not silly? Like, because again, like in English, it's not really a silly, like we don't think of it as being a silly expression, but it is very silly. Oh, I didn't mean like from a superstition perspective. I meant like, how does it sound, right? Like, because evil eye only sounds cool because we are taught that it sounds cool when we're 4. Right? Like, the association has to be made very early for it to not just be like, wait, it's a what now? It's an evil eye. It's a... I'm not sure that I understood that. Your scary, spooky villain is an evil what? Eye. Okay, so this is like campy horror schlock, right? No. No. This is not campy. Let's see. Though it's, at some point it probably was. Evil Eyes were probably originally meant to be campy. Man, you're so slow. You're so slow when you're summoned. Alright. So, I have managed to aggro a bunch of liches that are going to periodically dispel me through walls. So that's great. I've accomplished great things that are very useful for me. And outside of accomplishing that task, I killed a couple of the summons that the summoner created. And I think that's about all that I accomplished, right? Great. Perfect. Love that for me. Alright, let's move on. Why is... So that's a potion. For some reason, there's like a potion periodically just showing up on my inventory, and it showed up right as I crashed the other time, so the crash bug is related to whatever's going on with that fucking potion. How are we on the boss? We've done almost nothing to the boss. I love that for me. Summoner walked to my left, didn't it? I need to get out of here. I'm gonna die. Okay. We might not die. The really funny thing is we might just get close enough to the liches that we just die because of... Oh! The summoner came up to here. We're fine. Everything's great. Okay. We golded. Okay. So we also have proof of concept that we can definitely use this place to accomplish the objective that we're trying to accomplish. Primordial Power Staff of the Dragon. Ooh! Graphics on stone. And a scouring pearl.
Useless.
Very, very nice. So we got a scouring pearl. I think we have 2 of them now. Okay. So we've gotten a few more things done. That is a lot of enemies that we just pulled, which is fine. We can handle any number of enemies. Okay. And if we burn through the Evil Eyes, it's pretty manageable. The Evil Eyes do, like, probably 5 times as much damage as anything else does once they're in melee with me. So, as long as I don't stockpile a bunch of those in melee, I'm probably fine. Got some plate armor. Fun and exciting. Clear out this gazer. Done.
That's no good.
First pane of luck. Yes. We can handle any number of enemies as long as the number of enemies is manageable. What I meant specifically is the top tier enemies. We can handle pretty much any number of the little ones, but the top tier are massively more damaging, especially once they get into melee. Much more so than in normal attacks. But you see, I'm in range with 2. I'm in melee with 2 Evil Eyes right now, and my HP is just plummeting. And my HP was honestly fine, even with me taking damage from both of them, until I got into melee. There we go. Look at that mana regen off of those hits. So good. Yeah, it's very good to split them up so that you only have 1 in melee at any given time. We can manage any number of manageable things. Okay, perfect. So the other one's rotating around. We'll clear that one now. Done. Yeah, there's a ton of these.
I have to
This an ungodly number of foul miscreants. Okay. Not super concerned about these. We will ignore the fact that I said super concerned. I definitely know words. And we are... I think this is going to be pretty manageable, actually. I think it's going to be fairly simple because of the way that they rotate in this. Because they're just going to kind of like move in my general direction the whole time, and I can easily take their shots. This section is going to be manageable, unless I do what I'm doing right now, which is just charging into the entire pack so that I'm dealing with like 30 instead of dealing with 5. As long as I don't do that. Luckily, there's no risk of us doing anything crazy like that, right? Okay, we got an evil eye. And it's interesting also because of the fact that even though these don't dispel anymore, they still do follow kind of the same situation where they're really not that dangerous except for the top tier. Whereas before it was the top tier is dangerous because they're dispelling me. Now it's the top tier is dangerous because they have a triple shot. I'm actually going to dive these because, whoa, that was actually more damage than I expected. Oh, we do have an evil eye in this pack. Whew. We getting there. We are getting there, slowly but surely. Yeah, the one issue with this section is just how slow it is. It takes so long to clear this all out. Let's clear this one. I don't want to have to deal with this later. Okay, this is a concern. We're already low. Oh, we have another evil eye in this. Nice. So that's 3 of the deadliest in the pack dealt with. There's probably only 15 or so of those left. We've actually found a lot of things like rings in our inventory now. So we should be able to find some really nice upgrades out of those. I'm just going to be very optimistic. That's what I'm going to do. That's... bad idea. I'm not going to dive this whole pack. Bad idea for a different time. I'm getting behind this corner. Okay, got the crit. Okay. There's quite a lot of evil eyes left.
Ow.
That wasn't really as far off as you'd expect when I said that there were like 15 left. There's actually probably at least like 6. So that one's toast. This is just a bunch of weaklings, so we can start burning through these while we wait for the stronger ones to start aggroing. And if we can actually clear through this like weak pack before we aggro the ones in the back there, then we should be in really good shape. We're definitely going to want to save before we pull those other ones, because there's 4 of the top tier in there. We definitely do not want to pull those and die after we've done all this work. Alright. Well, that's 3 of these done.
Victory is ours.
There's no room.
We're in the green for now. We have... I thought there were 4 of these in this pack. Did I kill 4 there instead of 3? I might just not have read the correct number when I was looking. Okay. Well, that's done. We now have this giant pack in the middle. On the plus side, this wall does seem to be nice and sturdy, and they don't dispel through it. Oh, I say that could have been a dispel. It wasn't. It was a bolt. It would have been very funny if it was a dispel. But yeah, if I'm close enough to the wall that they will periodically take pot shots through it, that's fine. It's not something I need to be worried about. Let's see. But yeah, we're doing good. We've got all the exterior stuff done, so now we just have like the fun interior bits to finish clearing out, and we'll be done with Darkmoor. We have the cube here that we need to clear. We have enemies right in front of us. Yeah, thanks. It's nice to finish all the stuff that's like kind of a slog. Like these exterior parts are kind of a slog, whereas the interior parts are more fun. So I'm looking forward. So that one's a normal lich. I'm not that concerned about it. Oh, nice. I'm even less concerned about it now. That power lich over there is dangerous, because we don't have preservation right now. But we can now recast it, because that was the last of the ones that could dispel, so we're all set. Who are you? This is a normal lich. I'm going to pull these.
My pack's full.
Can I go in there, or do I have to use telekinesis? I don't... So, I think... I don't remember if it was a mod change. There was like a 15,000 fireball trap that triggered at some point when I went in there. So let's see. We've got all of our light magic stuff. We're going to recast all of our buffs. And we will cast... That's vanilla behavior. It's just that it's not as dangerous in vanilla, I guess. Or maybe it is as dangerous in vanilla. I just don't remember dying as horribly to it as the last time. I remember being surprised at how much I just exploded. I think there were more of them in the mob. Oh, okay. Well, so that just teleports us. That doesn't teleport us to like a trap room if I touch a specific side of it, does it? Like I don't need to worry about that. Okay, those are behind a force field, so I don't need to worry about them. Nothing we need to worry about here. Gonna pop downstairs. Oh, right, Cuisinarts, I forgot. You're not... you're not a fairly simple to deal with pack of ogres anymore. Whew. Whew, boy. Okay. That could have been bad. There are so many enemies that I pulled here. Holy shit. New... How are there this many enemies left? Talk about densely packed, holy shit. Ooh, we got a trident. Don't need to worry about it. Alright, cleared that. We should probably save, huh? It's just that it's so... These are definitely going to dispel me, unfortunately.
shit.
Like where you're standing. Oh, we're in the green now. Okay, I thought that we were going to have to clear a lot more to be able to get into the green. Perfect. Perfect. Let's recast everything. We already cast Preservation, cast Regen again. I'm not going to worry about adding the additional spice onto that. It's fine. And cool. Yeah, we're slowly but surely clearing through here. There are a lot of liches left. It's a lot of damage. Okay. It's another power lich. That's perfect for us. Alright. Clear you. Oh, we are back in the green again. Look at that. Look at us. Look at us being all fancy and clear. Okay, we don't have the ability to open that yet. That is a mistake. Ooh, I might die from the range before they even reach me. Okay, yeah, that's fine. 4 people falling over dead. No problem. Alright. Since either way, we're just waiting for 3 AM to hit. No reason not to be fighting it while we're doing it. I guess we could just put it on double speed for the wait, but there we go. Look at that. Isn't it great that we invested that time wisely? We went from having 4 people fall over dead to 0. Watch. Now I just like fuck up the pole here somehow and just die. Okay. That's not great. A thing over there just cast a spell at me for the wall. Ancient Dragon Boots of the Eclipse.
Won't fit.
The really funny thing is that I'm like picking up all of these reagents, And I'm probably not even going to use them because I'm probably just going to use the level 1 reagents from the next place that are going to be bolstered up to level 150 or whatever. Not going to use any of these low level reagents at all. And by low, I mean mid. From here. Done. There's a shit ton of beholders in here. Alright, that's done. That's done. Alright. Clear you out. Done. Boom, boom, boom.
I have no room.
Boom. And boom and boom. Okay. So we've done this. We can now go down here and get a save off. We are getting dangerously close to finishing Darkmoor, which is great. I think I'm probably going to end a little bit early today. I technically could go until 1, but I do have another appointment. I have a follow-up appointment that I now need to go to. Oh, that's interesting. Are there no enemies in this house? There are, right? There's gotta be. Just further along somewhere. So there's the path up. Oh, that's... Alright, so we should be able to clear out the rest of the... What? Oh, okay, there's somebody hitting me. I should be able to clear out the rest of the Cuisinarts here. We haven't found any legendaries or anything in here, have we? I guess we don't know, because we found a bunch of rings and shit that we haven't looked at. And hopefully... Hopefully we find something shiny.
Useless. I have too much.
No space. No space.
Okay. So, oh boy. We're not just gonna get in a pissing contest with a Cuisinart right now. Yep. Maybe we will. We are not. You know what? Yeah, we will. We'll get in a pissing contest with this paralyzed Cuisinart. Yeah, yeah. Look at that. Oh, yeah. I am very brave. Oh, Jesus. Oh, shit. I should not have tried to use this corner. This is probably going to be very bad for me. But it might also pay off greatly. You know what? No, I should have used this corner. It's great. It's a great corner. It's definitely not dangerous to try to do shit like this. This is good. This is good. It worked perfectly, and it would work perfectly every time. I'm always very brave. See, look at this. Look, this paralyzed Doom Knight. Look at that. Look at me. I'm so brave. Coming out of hiding to fight the paralyzed Doom Knight. That's how you can tell I'm one of the rare Alpha Sigma hybrids. I'm an alpha with Sigma characteristics. You know, life is good. Life is good. Alright, we're still in the green all the way over here, so it looks like we cleared all this stuff. I think there's a switch on one of the walls over here, question mark? Is that how it works? I'm trying to remember where the switch is for this. Yeah, I actually do not recall. Is it downstairs? Somewhere? I didn't go into that back room either, actually. Around here somewhere. I don't think it's on any of these. Pile of Insanity and Death and Charm. So those are running up to the thing. Made some friends. Oh, they are graders. I thought they were normal witches for a second, so I was like, oh, I could just.
My pack's full.
Excuse. Oh my god. What is happening? I thought those spawned on this thing. Time to get this spell. Comical.
Who wants some? Useless.
Huh. I don't remember. Something from the other room. It's just in one of these rooms here. Let's see. This looks familiar. Alright, so is it up here maybe? Yep. Okie dokie. Yeah, I was thinking, like, isn't this just a thing that if I fully explore this area, I'll reach? I was confused because of the fact that I was in the green for so much of this. I was like, well, there aren't any enemies. What am I missing? And I don't think there's any enemies in the room with the switch. Okay. So, do I still get blown up if I walk in the middle now? Yes. Sure do. I forgot to recast preservation, apparently. Whoops. Whoopsie doodle. I guess I don't really need to recast all these. You know what I could do? We could do the cheeky thing. Wow. Wow. What style, what finesse, what panache. Alright, so do I want to go up the top actually? I think I'm going to go through the top. Yep. Hacks. Hacks. Hey. There's nothing in the rules against using telekinesis to hit switches. Or chests, for that matter. The thing that's against the rules is setting off trap chests. Which, in practice, means that I can't use telekinesis to open chests from a distance to bypass the trap. But can still use telekinesis to open a trap chest. Just need to make sure I can disarm it. It's all good. You tell him, kid. Okay. So, what I would like to do is not die. I'll pop over here to the Armageddon room. Okay, we don't have dark magic in the classic sense.
It's worthless.
I shouldn't bother picking up these books. Alright. So, let's cast this. Just get an idea of where everything is. Do we have anybody that is a beholder active? Yes, now we do. We did not before. I'm just going to pop into here, and we're going to wait for them to just go over there. And then we'll clear through the beholders. Once we've cleared the beholders, I'm tempted to do something fancy. I don't know. Do y'all think that jumping into a pit counts as fancy? Am I being perhaps unusual in my thinking that jumping into a pit is a fancy strategy? Okay, we just got dispelled and somebody got knocked unconscious. So I think this is a bad idea, actually. I think this might actually be a bad spot to fight all these enemies.
Who wants some?
Since they can still hit me.
Useless.
I could have easily just died there. I should not have done that. Alright, we're going to move past here. Because we don't need to be up there anymore. We've now explored that room adequately. We have explored the space. And now we're going to do the opposite of that. Any legendary, like with themselves? I think it's unlikely. Like if you're looking for like just plus 10%, you know, damage reduction and stuff like that, I don't think that those stack with themselves. They might. But I think that it's fairly unlikely. Or like the things that would be really scary if they stacked are the things that like as when you're surrounded by X number of enemies, you get boosts and stuff like that. That would be really scary if it's stacked, but I don't think that it does. I would be surprised. I think that it's just flagged as an effect. So like the reason that artifacts stack with non-artifacts for skill boosting is because they're two different effects that are being flagged. But like artifacts don't stack with artifacts.
It's worthless.
Because they're flagged as the same thing.
We don't need this. We don't need this.
So to answer your question honestly, I do not know.
It might be useful.